In this video, we're taking a look at the Hiboy S2 Pro, one of the top-rated electric scooters out there. I was able to try one out and I can definitely see why the scooter is a fan favorite. There are two pricing options for the Hiboy S2 Pro, and what you pay depends on if you buy the optional seat or not. If you go for the base model, it will run you $600, which is fairly middle of the road for standard commuter scooters. If you choose to buy the seat, that will run you an extra $50, coming in at a total of $650. I personally didn't opt for the seat because I think it looks kind of silly to be sitting on a scooter like this. Mopeds are fine though. Starting off with the basics, this scooter has a max speed of 19 miles per hour and a range of 25 miles. With this scooter and all scooters, you'll find that your top speeds and ranges will likely be a little lower than advertised due to the conditions you're riding in. Lastly, the major selling point and differentiator of the scooter is the smoothness of the ride. There are a couple of details that contribute to this, so let's talk through those and see what makes this scooter special. The first major feature is a rear dual suspension. This is a big deal because most scooters in this price range don't have any suspensions and simply rely on the tires and your knees to absorb any shock from bumps. These contribute to making the Hiboy S2 the smoothest ride out there of any mid-range commuter scooter. Also helping out are the tires, which come with holes in the middle to absorb more of the force from the ride. These are solid tires, which generally make for a bumpier ride than air-filled tires, but the unique design helps combat that. I personally love solid tires for the durability they bring, so this is a double plus for me. Now looking at the handlebars, we have a fair bit going on here. For me, I like a simple interface that just shows my speed and battery. I don't see the need for much else. The S2 Pro also shows temperature, which is nice, but I don't think it's really necessary. You'll notice that the scooter has two throttles, but the one on the left is actually the electric brake. Pulling on the normal brake also activates the electric brake, so the extra dedicated electric brake throttle isn't really needed. Overall, the handlebars have some nice bells and whistles, but the extras don't really add all that much. The one thing that I do love though is the hook. The hooks! I love having hooks on my scooters. I hang my U-lock on hooks, which makes it super easy to take around and quickly lock my scooter up. The last major feature to note is lighting. Most scooters come with this, but I wanted to call out that the Hiboy has underglow lights on the deck. These help for visibility at night and just flat out look cool. The Hiboy has a whole host of other features, most of which I think are unnecessary. The scooter comes with regenerative braking, and this is something I'm really unsure about across the board. It's hard to put a number on how much charge it gives you back, and in my mind I always assume it's just negligible. The scooter also has an app with a variety of tracking features, and it also allows you to tweak some settings. When buying a scooter, I'm really just interested in the scooter itself, so I didn't give much time to the app. Before we get into the major selling points and who should buy the scooter, if you're finding the information in this video to be helpful, please give a like below. It helps us review scooters and make videos like this one. After riding the scooter and evaluating the features, I see a very clear buyer for the scooter. One thing I haven't mentioned yet, and this is a major selling point for the scooter, is the quality and sturdiness of the scooter. It's a tough scooter that can survive the elements and will last you a long time. For this reason, and some other reasons that I'll expand upon, this scooter is for those that want a low-maintenance, reliable scooter. Going back to the features, the wheels and suspension make the Hiboy S2 Pro a scooter you can rely on for years to come. The solid tires prevent popping and any other issues that would disrupt your ride, and partnered with the suspension, they help the scooter survive the environment. If you've ever bought a scooter before, you can know that it can be anxiety-inducing to ride your brand new, several $100 scooter on the streets or trails. There's cracks, bumps, rocks, and all kinds of junk lying around, and these can potentially harm your tires and scooter. It's something I always think about when riding my GoTrax XR Elite, which has air tires, but the Hiboy S2 Pro has solid tires and a great suspension, making my rides worry-free. I love the Hiboy S2 Pro for its strong build and worry-free ride. It's a scooter that feels good to be on, and I feel secure knowing that a small bump in the road won't ruin my day by ruining my scooter. The scooter does have some extra features which I think are unnecessary, but they don't take away from the core of what makes the S2 Pro so great. If you're looking to invest in a scooter that'll serve you well for the next couple of years, this is a great option.